So here I'm again, meeting you again. I guess it's been about 2 or 3 years since I last saw you. At your office, though?
Oh, at the office, yes. We saw each other in China.
China, right.
And then we filmed in San Antonio.
San Antonio,
Last year.
yeah, that's correct.
That's when I last saw you.
I really loved your comment.
I don't remember which one, but I do believe you caught me after a couple of tequila and cokes. So it was probably rawly honest.
So, over the time, Paul, this is what I found. After I've traveled, US, watching all those prosthetic surgeons, urology surgeons, we are fundamentally different. From the oncologist, I'll say. Oncologists do treat, life or death matters. But we as a prosthetic surgeon, we really don't treat life or death matters. But we do treat for the quality of life, patient's quality of life. Do you think, does it has anything to do with your own,
Are we dealing with life and death? And I do believe that you might have interviewed one of my patients today where his entire life is his penis. So it is kind of life and death. And that kind of life and death to these people means everything. But the fact of the matter is, the craft that you and I have engaged in has such a high satisfaction rate that it, unlike cancer surgeons that have to deal with terrible losses and terrible pain and terrible suffering, 95 plus, and I'm sure in your hands probably 98, 99% plus percentage of patients are thrilled. And then you do give them back their life. And because dedicated implanters like yourself have such great patient satisfaction rates, of course your office is going to be a happy place. and I hope, I'm asking you, I hope that transfers to your life. And I hope that you feel pleasure in doing with what you do.
Watching you, you were always a happy person.
Yeah.
Full of energy, You're such a, like once my friend told me, such a macho bravado you are. So, you've been in this, practice way longer than I do. How was it, when you first started, and how do you think, let's say, you compared when you started and current, things. And let's make a comparison with some other oncologists, who may have been in the days when you started. As an oncologist, he's still practicing. I think there's a huge change.
Huge difference.
Huge difference.
And I'm not going to mention any of my colleagues' names, but you see life wear them down. Because you're dealing with sadness and pain and suffering. If you look around at the art in the room, this is a Cuban patient. That's a Rubenesque Cuban patient. This is a Peruvian patient. So the kind of things that people bring to me is nothing but joy. And it's because, once again, going back to our craft, it brings not just one person, many people joy. So when I do look at my colleagues that, and I have to hand it to them, they're doing surgery that is just, it's difficult and it's a lot of follow-up, but it definitely does wear them down. And I think that there's fairly good statistics in the literature that looks at surgeon fatigue. And I guarantee you, if they looked at urologic surgeon fatigue and they looked at people like you and I, you get younger and stronger every year. And somehow I was able to just have twins 5 weeks ago with my wife. So and I'm gonna win. It is, this is a fun life. I tell medical students that rotate through this office that this is not typical of being a doctor. We don't wear white coats. We don't have a desk. The desk is against the wall. Patients, you put your hand. I know you put your hand on your patient. I know you touch them, and you touch them in ways. You hold their balls, for God's sakes. So, I couldn't have picked a better career. It's a great niche, and I know that you traveled around the country and you got a little taste of everybody's personality, and Sean brought his own personality back to Korea and soared to the top in much less time than I did.
No.
And it took me a long time to get to where I am. But and I've never thought of it, but I'm glad I picked this craft.